Hi guys, welcome back to yet another dose of Diary of Defi. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, child. Okay? Anyway, so today we're doing something different. You're gonna be watching me reveal my new hairstyle for the mom. Her. Anyways, so and while we do that, we'll be jibber jabbing about Valentine's Day because we know last week was Valentine's Day. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay? Yeah, so I had already started doing my hair and this is just to reveal the final look because it's supposed to be like curly, a lot curly. And so these I put in hot water so I get some curls. Anyways, so Valentine's Day and my random thoughts about Valentine's Day. Fun fact, in Japan, on Valentine's Day on the 14th of February, in Japan, the girls are supposed to gift the boys. And then a month later, which will be on March 14th, literally a month later, the guys are supposed to do the same gesture and also like gift the girls chocolates. A friend of mine who's Japanese told me about this before, but she didn't specify a lot about like chocolates. But she was telling me on Valentine's Day the girls are supposed to gift the guys. And so as I read further, I realized that it's specifically chocolates, and then a month later the guys are supposed to do the same thing, and it's called White Day on March 14th, right? But then where I come from, obviously, Valentine's Day is usually the guys have to gift the girls, right? But it also depends on couples. Some couples decide, okay, I will give my boyfriend and my boyfriend will give me, or some couples it's strictly men. And I was just thinking about how like Valentine's has a lot of pressure on guys these days. Because I was watching this podcast like a few days ago, and I could see how much on this podcast these guys were, because their co-hosts were girls, and they were asking very much about Valentine because you could see that they're stranded and they don't know what to do, and there's this pressure that, oh my god, do you think me getting flowers is okay, or should I get like something bigger? You could see like the you could see how worried or rather like scared they were that, oh my god, what if this gift is not good enough for my girlfriend or whatever. And I really couldn't stop thinking about how social media has added so much pressure to this day that's supposed to be a day of love, and each and every person can express love to their partner in whatever way, not necessarily gifts, but social media has made it so much pressure that we see all these celebrities, we see all these girls getting flowers, huge bouquet of flowers, some of them getting cars, Gucci bags, Coach bags, and everything. And you can understand the pressure that the guys, the boys have to go through when it's Valentine, because they're all thinking, my gosh, should I get my girlfriend this and whatever. But anyways, for me, this Valentine was very different. I mean, I've only celebrated Valentine twice in my life. And I think last year, my ex boyfriend got me really cute gifts, which I was like, okay, this is really nice, whatever. So this year, I was celebrating Valentine alone. And I was so excited. I was like, I really wanted to be my day where I take myself out on a date and I wear the Valentine gift to basically show myself love. Because honestly, I feel like if you don't know how to love yourself and you don't know how to spend time alone with yourself, then you wouldn't know how to exactly do that when you're with someone else. And so that was my thing for the obviously work had to come in between, but I had to move it to sometime this week. That's why I had to get a new hairstyle, darling. But anyways, yeah, Valentine, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much pressure. Even like I know for me, if I was in a relationship and I'm gonna see these people post Gucci bags and everything, or maybe even my close friends posting bouquet of flowers, and I only got a letter from my man, it would feel some type of a way. It would definitely feel some type of way that, oh my god, is he not doing enough? But also the grown side of me and the adult side of me. For Valentine, I know I would want my partner to do something for me. But now it wouldn't be on the side of, oh my god, it should just be a huge gesture or like buy me a huge something. I feel like what's lacking in relationships right now is just having conversations. I know for me, if I had a partner and they couldn't get a gift for me on Valentine, I'd really appreciate them just letting me know and having a conversation with me, like, Baba, I really can't get you anything right now because I'm going through this financial whatever, whatever, like, talk. And I would really understand. I'd really be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's completely fine, and understand. But I would obviously, in the midst of you telling me that, because it's a day of love, I don't really care about, oh my gosh, yeah, every day is Valentine, whatever, every day is Valentine. Yeah, we get it. Show love every day to your partner. But like on that day, it's marked by the entire world. Like it's universal. It's a day of love universally. So I would expect something from my boyfriend. Even though you told me you're broke and you can't get me anything, I would really appreciate like you getting me writing a letter. And obviously not using ChatGPT because a lot of men and a lot of in a lot of relationships these days, people use ChatGPT a lot to send people messages, and I'm just like, can't don't you guys understand that we can clearly see when a message is from ChatGPT and when it's from you? Because you can't be this person when you speak, and you'll be speaking some type of a way, but when you're writing, it sounds like the white man was writing that. Like, yeah, this whole ChatGPT thing needs to stop. But on Valentine, for me, I would appreciate if my man wrote me like a letter, and it's a letter that you can see it's from the bottom of his heart. You know, you can see that this person put a lot of like emotions into the letter and wrote me a letter, or even making breakfast in bed, because I feel like Valentine is not really about like huge gifts if you don't have the financial capability to do that. It's about showing love in every way you can. If it means you like making breakfast for me or cooking dinner for me because you can't buy me a gift, I would definitely understand it. Or even sometimes like just saying those words and be like, happy Valentine, I love you, being all cutesy and stuff. I feel like every girl would appreciate that. I've heard though that there are people who like on Valentine's, if your man doesn't get you gifts, they break up with you. And I just feel like those kind of relationships were not even genuine in the first place. They were based off of like materialistic desires. So when your boyfriend simply doesn't get you something on Valentine, you break up with them. That was a relationship that was based off of like material things. So it's quite unfair. And so yeah, so I'm wondering what people think about this whole Valentine thing, because really for me, it's just obviously I would want you to do something for me on Valentine, and something for me on Valentine doesn't mean showering me with huge gifts if you can't do that at the moment. But do something, say something, do something cute, and it doesn't even have to involve money or you spending money. Especially if you can't afford it. But if you can afford it and you can't, it really means something else. Like if you can afford getting me a gift and doing all of those things, but you don't, it basically means that you don't want to, and it's a different story. That one is a different story. And I heard people talking about like a lot of girls in some of the podcasts I've been listening. They were talking about, oh my gosh, like for me, Valentine is not much of a big deal. Like, but my birthday should be a big deal. And to be honest, I was like, same. So it's like Valentine is not really much of a big deal to me, at my birthday, you need to go all out. Like you need to go all out. Like if you have the financial capability to go all out on Valentine, definitely go all out. But it means on my birthday, you'd have to do way better than what you're doing on Valentine. So I guess. So those were my randoms on like, Valentine and whatsoever. And also there's also Galentines. The girls who do Valentines, they make me so happy because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so nice, because Valentine, it really doesn't have to be about couples. Because I remember this year, like I received a lot of messages from my friends, and they were wishing me a happy Valentine's Day, and I found it really cute. And I also wrote my mom a really cute message, like, oh my gosh, I wanted to wish you a happy Valentine, because it's the day of love, and it's not about like romantic relationships only. It's about also like platonic relationships, friendships, your family members. It's a day of love, so you definitely have to show everyone you love. So I really love it for the girls when I see them on Valentine's doing the Valentine's thing, because I'm like, it's good, because I'm like, finally, I guess now we're shifting from, oh my God, from centering Valentine's for being only for couples, and maybe you're sad because you don't have a man who's not getting you gifts, and now you're making it about this friendship moments where you celebrate the love you have for each other. I am definitely like in for those. I haven't celebrated Valentine's with any of my friends because a lot of times it's Valentine's, we're not in the same places, but one day I really want to celebrate Valentine's with my friends. And I think Valentine's with friends is way better. Yeah, guys. So I've been jibber jabbing and jibber jabbing. The sound wasn't recording shit. So I'm already done. I'm doing my face. I realized towards the end, like, what the hell? But anyways, this is the final look. I really love the green color. Like I've been wanting to do the green braids for a while, like over a year. I've been saying I'm gonna try green. I'm gonna try green. I finally did it, and I love the way it came out. And the curls, they're eating down, child. I am so happy. And one day, I'm definitely gonna do a vlog of how I do my hair from the beginning, because this one I really didn't do anything. That's why I decided, let me just record a video of me like undoing the curls. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and also I hope you enjoyed the random thoughts I had about Valentine. And definitely they were not enough. One day I'll probably do a story time of my Valentine experiences and everything, and you will get to hear a lot of my opinions about Valentine, given of the experiences I've heard. As for now, bye, and all the love from Diary of Becky. Bye.